First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, you got three down.
On first down, Breeze. Caught on the left side by Gibb. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
Here we go.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
21.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
66.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Brandon, sometimes we give a lot of these running backs credit for being good receivers, and all they catch are swings and screens. Le'Veon Bell's a full member of the passing game for the Pittsburgh Steelers, whether he's split out of the backfield or not.
Well, no doubt he can catch it, coming off a career-high 85 receptions in 2017. And an alley to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school at one of my offensive line.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays.
And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Ready? We're waiting. You're good. 5-4, ready. Ready for shot.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He shakes him off. Flushed out right, and Josh Hill has it. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He hits his target, left side, Watson. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And McDonald here over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there, able to get it done and get upfield for big yardage.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. There's Bell. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
Let's go.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Breeze now, escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Get set.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his 2nd season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. Throw left side complete. It's Watson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Get set.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Here we go. You're good. 5-4, ready.
Now Breeze, maybe a free play. That's complete to Meredith. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now Breeze. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now Breeze. That is caught at the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
11. 95-56.
They'll run it with Kamara. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the...
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. What's good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Roethlisberger. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. They'll roll him out right. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Room here to run. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Bell, and some room to roam now. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll go again with Bell, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a first down carry by Bell. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but it must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, Let's take control right away.
Defense,
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Shotgun now for Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy. He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Snickers, 66.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
All right, now.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think their fans are saying, hey, where's that Roethlisberger to Brown connection been in this one? First time they get together is in the second half. I don't think any of us would have predicted that going in because we know how valuable that is to their offense, and that could be a big reason why they're not winning right now. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's got Rodgers. Roethlisberger finding Rodgers, and the Steelers convert on 3rd down. As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot. Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Roethlisberger now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here you go.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Freeze again here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now Brown. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has a slide and 5 open space to throw.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Final minute now of the third quarter. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. A screen to Bell. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make. And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run. Read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they? Not only have they done it,
They put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Flush to his right. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On second down, here's Breeze. Now Breeze wants the football, and it looks like Steeler football. It is. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
He's to the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Good. By 4, ready.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Javon Hargrave. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And out across midfield down to the 45. A very solid gain of 27. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Breeze now to throw. That's caught by Meredith right side. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And the return here will go. To the 31-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And some room to work. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. He's got it at the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. They'll give it to him up the middle. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
Set! Black 20!
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Here's Bell, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Delta. Bring it. Delta.
On second down, Bridgewater again. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So that one will be accepted. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand the bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter